guys, it's Jem from the Crafty Little Gem, and thank you for joining me today. So we are actually making this. It is a box that holds a box of Maltesers. Now these are my best friend's go-to chocolate, and I have actually made a reset with all of this paper from behind here. It is from Joe Coogan. He has done an awesome job with, I'm just going to show you some of the papers actually that he has done for me. It is all foiled. This is some bits that I've got left over. I haven't got a lot, but he has foiled. That's my favourite. That is my favourite. Oh no, you see, that's my favourite. No, that's my favourite. There's absolutely loads. So what I've actually done is I've done a little bit of a set for my friend. So this is just something that I needed to have some chocolatey in her box to go with some other bits. So this is what we're making, but we're going to do it in this. I'm using silver today. I'm using black and white papers, and we are doing the base in black. Now I am going to do the tag and everything the same after, but I can't find the stamp or the die. It is definitely somewhere, but where I do not know. So I will just decorate this bit up afterwards, but we are doing these 2 layers today with no problem. So for this box, I am using 2 pieces of A4. I did want to do it out of a 12 by 12, but I haven't got any. So that's why I came up with this. So this, again, it's using sort of like, I'd say 1.5 sheets of A4. So you need one that is 8 1/4 by 11 3/4. I'll just nudge that in for you a bit. And on the 8 1/4 side, you are scoring at 1 3/8 and 3 and 6 5/8. You're then going to turn it on the 11 3/4 side. It doesn't matter which side, but you're going to score it at 1 1/4 and 2 7/8. You're then going to turn it right round and do it at 1 1/4 and 2 7/8 again. You'll then need a piece that is 6 by 6 3/4, and on the 6 3/4 side you're scoring at 1 5/8 and 5 1/4. This is going to be your lid. So the layers that go on top, I'm going to turn the silver one round the other way because I don't want it to glare, but this is 5 5/8 by 3 1/8, and this is 5 1/8 by 2 5/8. This is just a die set that I have that does the stitch edging for you. So you can use whatever you want. It really doesn't matter. We'll pop those away. So working on the bottom, just fold and burnish all of your score lines. These side bits at the top are going to actually overhang to keep the box in a little bit more secure. And I have come to the conclusion that I need to do a template. Every time I make something and it works, I don't actually glue it together, but I quickly do it out of another bit of white card or anything that I've got. And then I've got a template for me to work from, because everyone knows that I am really quite forgetful. And then I never know my own measurements. So all I am doing first of all is I'm coming in from that side and I'm cutting that square off, and I am cutting that into a tab, and then I'm just going to slightly, you want it to go right straight down just to that score line there, so you can just pull this off because we're going to actually round these corners. Again, on this one I'm going straight up and straight up. We're just going to take a bit off there. and just take that bit off there, and we're actually going to wedge that one in. This is going to be the fold over flap for this front section, I do believe. Yes. And then that makes it a little bit more sturdy on that bit. So again, just coming in, taking that corner off, chopping them two. Then if you want to, just so you know that's going to fold in nicely, just taking that off. And again, I am just mirroring the side that we have there, wedging that in and making that into a tab. So I'll get those all out of the way. And that is what we have there. For the top bit, we don't need to do anything except to fold and burnish these score lines. You'll notice that one side is slightly shorter. That is for this front bit, so it doesn't hit the bottom right away. And then all we are doing is, what am I looking for? A 1-inch circle punch for the hole. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to fold this one over first. This is going to be the front. And that's just reinforced that for us. And before I go ahead and do this bit, actually, I want to corner round, if I can find my large corner rounder. Just to make those bits nicer. And then glue these sides together, because you can guarantee I'll glue these sides down and I won't then be able to corner around them at all. And fold that bit up. Rookie mistake there. Get these two on together. You can then press and burnish everything down. And that is the basis of a box. Now you could make a wrap around to go around it or anything like that. But I am actually going to have this that is literally just going to be glued onto the back, the largest bit glued onto the back, and that bit is going to then tuck in there. So again, this is my front, the smaller bit, and it is only very slightly smaller. I'm going to corner around those because I know that that is my front. I am then going to find this side here and just pop a hole punch. I have used an inch. Yep, it's an inch hole punch, and I've just gauged the middle. That should then fit nicely into there, tucked in, and then you can fold it out. Make sure you get onto these edges here and on this edge here, but not so close to that score line like I just have done. You can then line it up at the back and fold it over like so. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab, it is slightly a little bit bigger than the box of Maltesers, just so it doesn't get stuck in there too much, but you can fold that over and it does fit really nice in there. And then we're going to go on with the layers. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use double-sided tape for this, because I am using a silver. So I'm just going to, on my pattern piece, which is the smaller one of the two, I'm just adding some red tape. Probably just put a bit in the middle for stability. I'm going to bring the silver one in, but upside down so it doesn't glare at you again. Like so. I'm then going to take the backing off this pattern piece. I need to get a new one of these. There we go. It gets a bit stuck sometimes now. It's getting old. Take the double-sided tape off this piece. I'm just going to pop it on that silver piece like so. Take this off. Bring our box in, making sure you've got that bit at the front. Decide what way round you're having it, and just pop your topper on like so. And like I said, I am going to do a tag and everything like I did on the other box. On this box, I just don't know where they have gone, so I will now be on the hunt to find them. I just wanted to get this tutorial done and out of the way before the house starts to get all rowdy again when the kids come home. Sorry guys. So thank you again for joining me today, everyone, and I shall hopefully see you for the next tutorial. Bye bye and see you soon.